Bonjour French American, hello International. I am back with some book picks this week for parents and for high schoolers. After a difficult week of distressing news in this country, I'm going to focus on some works that I have been reading and rereading and that help me understand and appreciate the American experience in all of its complexity and all of its terrible beauty. The first of these is The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. Every American child learns about the Underground Railroad in U.S. history. Whitehead takes that idea and creates an extraordinary story, which is at once utterly imaginative and entirely terrifying. It's grounded in the reality of slavery and in the persistence of racism in this country, and it is an extraordinary read, so I strongly recommend this. And the final work of fiction that I want to recommend is A View of America from both within and without. This is Americanah by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is an extraordinary story of a Nigerian woman in the United States, in which Adichie really explores what it means to be Black, female, and African in this country. And interestingly, it's a book that allowed me to see my own country much more clearly. So I strongly recommend this book as well. Now, if you're not looking for fiction, I have some picks for you as well this week. And I'm going to begin with a set of essays that you may already have had and that it might be very powerful, very useful to revisit. This is Notes of a Native Son by James Baldwin. This is writing so good, so incisive, so accurate that it hurts. And it may be the best writing that I have ever read about America. So Notes of a Native Son by Baldwin. High schoolers will recognize this from the IB curriculum, and I hope that if you haven't read it, you'll give it a look. Tana Coates is Baldwin's literary heir, really. He's a Baltimore native whose trenchant analysis of his experience as an American and as an African American moves us, even as it dismays us. He explores the racism that is at the heart of the American experience and the legacy that is for white and Black Americans alike. So I hope you'll have a look at this. And finally, my last recommendation is really an invitation. I am rereading this, and I invite you to consider it as well. This is White Fragility by Robyn DAngelo. This is a brave book and a necessary one, and it's a book that I am feeling compelled to reread right now. DAngelo tackles head-on the damage that is done by well-meaning but entirely misguided reactions and responses to racism. And she examines the structures of privilege in this country in a powerful way. It's not easy, but I think it's an important read, so I'm having a look at it at this moment. Those are some of my suggestions this week. I turn to books to make sense of my own experience and of my experience of the world. And I hope that these can help you do that they're engaging and helpful to you. Thank you very much. Take good care.